Are you ready for the upcoming winter food shortages? With all the unpredictability swirling around us these days, there's one undeniable truth that stands firm: the significance of staying prepared. As the days get shorter and the temperature starts to drop, there's an increasing buzz about potential shortages. I mean, have you heard the chatter lately? Concerns are mounting as we approach winter, and it seems the supply chain is taking quite the hit, not to mention the challenges posed by our ever-shifting climate. But hey, that's precisely why we're here today. We're going to delve deep into the world of food supplies and give you the lowdown on 8 foods that might just be a bit tricky to find as we cozy up for winter. This isn't meant to cause panic, but to help you stay ahead of the curve. Knowledge is power, right? So let's ensure your pantry is brimming with all the essentials to keep you and your loved ones nourished and happy during those cold winter nights. All right, so are you ready to get the scoop? Let's dive into the list of the 8 must-have foods you should consider adding to your shopping list before winter shortages hit. Number 8. Salt and sugar. They're not just there to make our foods taste better, although they do that exceptionally well. They play roles that go beyond the culinary world, stepping into the realms of health and preservation. First up, salt. It's not just for seasoning, folks. This mineral plays a crucial role in our bodily functions. Those muscle twitches and the signals our nerves send. They rely on salt, and for our ancestors, before the convenience of modern-day refrigeration, salt was the go-to preservative. They used it to ensure their foods, especially meats, stayed fresh for extended periods. So it's safe to say that this humble ingredient has been a game-changer for humanity. Now, on to sugar. Think of it as your body's quick charge option. Feeling a tad low or drained, sugar can provide that immediate boost of energy to get you back in action. And just like salt, sugar stands the test of time. Store it right, and it'll serve you well for ages without degrading. Together, salt and sugar are more than just taste enhancers. They're little white crystals of survival, vitality, and culinary delight. Whether it's in everyday cooking or preparing for more long-term needs, these two deserve a prime spot in your pantry. Number 7. Nuts and seeds. There's a reason squirrels hoard nuts before winter. Nuts such as almonds, walnuts, and have you ever noticed how squirrels are always busy stashing away nuts? There's some real wisdom in that. These little bits of goodness like almonds, walnuts, cashews, and even seeds like chia, flaxseed, and sunflower seeds are like mini treasure troves of nutrition. Why? Well, they come loaded with proteins, those all-important essential fatty acids, and a cocktail of vitamins and minerals. Think of them as nature's way of giving us concentrated energy. Whether you're thinking of sprucing up a meal or just munching on something as you go about your day, they're perfect. And hey, their impressive shelf life, if you keep them right, makes them a dream come true for a prepper's pantry. They aren't just there to tickle your taste buds, they could be your go-to energy fix in tough times. Number 6. Powdered milk. Now, we all know fresh milk can be a bit of a diva when it comes to staying fresh. But powdered milk, it's like the superhero alter ego of fresh milk. Store it right, and it's there for you, waiting patiently for when you need it. Not only is it a fab source of calcium and a bunch of other nutrients, but its adaptability is also off the charts. Running low on water? No stress. Just use a bit less powder, and you can still get that creamy vibe going in your dishes. Morning coffee, a bowl of cereal, your favorite baked goodies, it's got you covered. And oh, those freezing winter evenings. Can anything beat wrapping your hands around a mug of steaming hot cocoa made with milk? It's like a hug in a cup. Number 5. Dried fruits. Think about those chewy raisins, the tangy apricots, or the sweet prunes. Not only do they tickle our taste buds, but they're also little powerhouses of vitamins and minerals. Ever had those moments when fresh fruits were out of reach, either because they were out of season or you were on a long trip? Dried fruits come to the rescue, ensuring you don't miss out on your fruity nutrition. But wait, there's more. Apart from being a delightful snack on their own, they also play well with others. Sprinkle them on your morning cereals, stir them into your favorite desserts, or even toss them into savory dishes like stews, adding a hint of sweetness and texture. Feeling a bit low on energy? Those concentrated sugars in dried fruits can kick you right back into gear. They're like nature's little candy, sweet, nourishing, and oh so versatile. Number 4. Canned meats and fish. Now, don't get me wrong, beans and legumes are fantastic, but sometimes you might crave a different texture or a boost from animal proteins. Enter the cans of chicken, beef, tuna, salmon, and more. Take salmon, for example. Not only does it offer a hearty dose of protein, but it also brings along omega-3 fatty acids. These are the good guys that look after your heart and brain. And the best part, canned meats and fish are super convenient. They're cooked, preserved, and just waiting for you to pop the lid and enjoy. Whether you're in a rush, out on an adventure, or need a break from cooking, these cans can be a godsend. Plus, during emergencies or challenging situations, they ensure you have a dependable source of nourishment without the fuss of long preparation. Talk about practicality meeting nutrition. Number 3. Baking essentials. You know, the ones like baking powder, baking soda, and yeast. They might look unimportant at first glance, but boy, do they pack a punch when it comes to their culinary applications. It's like having a secret weapon in your kitchen arsenal. These ingredients are the unsung heroes behind fluffy pancakes for your breakfast, the aromatic bread that fills your home with that mouth-watering scent, and many other delightful baked goods. Now, imagine a situation, a heavy snowstorm, perhaps, where popping over to the local bakery or grocery store isn't an option. In such cases, if you've got these baking MVPs on your side, you're golden. You can whip up your own bread or goodies. It's not just about feeding your tummy, but also feeding your soul. After all, there's something incredibly soothing and heartwarming about enjoying a piece of homemade bread, fresh from the oven. Number 2. Instant soup and broth packets. All right, moving on to another underrated hero in our kitchen, those instant soup and broth packets. Now, I get it, they might not be on the same level as a soup made from scratch that's been simmering on the stove for hours, but hey, they've got their own charm. Especially on those lazy days when you just want something warm and comforting, or perhaps when the winter chill has got you reaching for a quick hot meal. The beauty of these packets, they're like the ultimate convenience food. Super lightweight, easy to store, and they barely take up any space in your cupboard. Plus, they're versatile. Got some leftover veggies or bits of chicken? Toss them in and voila, your simple instant soup is now a hearty meal. Whether you're using them as a quick fix or a foundation to build a more complex dish, these packets sure come in handy. So next time you're grocery shopping, maybe throw a couple into your cart. Who knows when they'll save the day? Number 1. Bottled water. Sure, it's not a delicious treat or a gourmet ingredient, but its importance, it's unparalleled. Think about it, we can go weeks without food but only a few days without water. That's how essential it is to our survival. You might be thinking, why bottled water when I have tap water? Well, tap water is great as long as it's safe and uncontaminated. But life can be unpredictable. Whether it's a sudden natural disaster, a broken water main, or any other unforeseen disruption, our usual sources can become unreliable or unsafe. That's where the trusty bottled water comes into play. With a stash of bottled water, you're prepped for the unexpected. It's like having a safety net, ensuring that come what may, you and your loved ones have access to clean, drinkable water. Besides emergencies, they're also super handy for outings, hikes, or any situation where clean tap water might not be readily available. So while it might seem a tad mundane compared to other items in your pantry, never underestimate the significance of a good old bottle of water. It's more than just hydration, it's security in a bottle. Wrapping things up, as the world becomes ever more unpredictable, there's one strategy that remains consistent: being ready. These 8 items we discussed today aren't just random picks. They're chosen based on their longevity, versatility, and of course, their nutritional benefits. And while the idea here isn't to induce panic buying, it's genuinely about keeping informed and thinking a step ahead. After all, we all deserve peace of mind, knowing that our pantries are ready to support us come rain, shine, or snow. Thank you so much for spending time with us today. Your well-being matters to us, and we hope this list helps you and your family stay nourished and comforted through the winter season. And hey, we're curious, what foods are you prioritizing or adding to your stash this season? Drop a comment below and let's exchange some winter prepping tips. Until next time, stay warm, stay safe, and always stay prepared.